What is a CPU? A CPU, or Central Processing Unit, is the brain of a computer. It is responsible for carrying out the instructions of computer programs. The CPU is made up of two main components, the control unit and the arithmetic logic unit, ALU. The control unit, CU, is responsible for fetching instructions from memory and decoding them. The CU then sends the decoded instructions to the ALU, which performs the actual calculations. The ALU can perform a variety of operations, such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. In addition to the CU and ALU, the CPU also includes a number of other components, such as registers, a clock, and a bus. Registers are small memory units that store data that is being processed by the CPU. The clock is a device that generates pulses that synchronize the operation of the CPU. The bus is a pathway that allows the CPU to communicate with other components of the computer, such as memory and input-output devices. The CPU is the most important component of a computer. It is responsible for running all of the programs that the computer uses. The speed of the CPU determines how fast the computer can run these programs. History of the CPU. The first CPUs were developed in the 1940s and 1950s. These early CPUs were very simple and slow. They were made up of vacuum tubes, which were unreliable and inefficient. In the 1960s, CPUs began to be made with transistors. Transistors are smaller and more efficient than vacuum tubes, which led to a significant increase in the speed and power of CPUs. In the 1970s, CPUs began to be made with integrated circuits. Integrated circuits allowed CPUs to be made smaller and more powerful. In the 1980s, CPUs began to be made with microprocessors. Microprocessors are small, single-chip CPUs that can be used in a variety of devices, such as computers, smartphones, and tablets. Today, CPUs are made with very small transistors and are incredibly powerful. The latest CPUs can perform billions of instructions per second. This makes them capable of running even the most demanding computer programs. Types of CPUs. There are two main types of CPUs, general-purpose CPUs and specialized CPUs. General-purpose CPUs are designed to run a wide variety of programs. Specialized CPUs are designed to run a specific type of program, such as a graphics processor or a digital signal processor. How CPUs work. The CPU works by fetching instructions from memory, decoding them, and executing them. The instructions are stored in memory as a sequence of bits. The CPU fetches the instructions one by one and decodes them into a series of electrical signals. These signals are then sent to the ALU, which performs the actual calculations. The CPU executes the instructions in a sequential order. However, the CPU can also be interrupted by other devices, such as the keyboard or the mouse. When an interrupt occurs, the CPU stops executing the current instruction and handles the interrupt. Once the interrupt is handled, the CPU resumes executing the current instruction. The future of CPUs. The future of CPUs is bright. As technology continues to advance, CPUs will become even more powerful and efficient. This will allow computers to run even more demanding programs and applications. In addition, CPUs are becoming more specialized. This means that there will be CPUs that are specifically designed for tasks such as graphics processing, digital signal processing, and artificial intelligence. This specialization will allow computers to perform these tasks more efficiently and effectively. Overall, the future of CPUs is very promising. As technology continues to advance, CPUs will become even more powerful and efficient. This will allow computers to run even more demanding programs and applications. In addition, CPUs are becoming more specialized, which will allow computers to perform tasks such as graphics processing, digital signal processing, and artificial intelligence more efficiently and effectively.